Welcome to another ComX Live. Today we have Dave Dye, and we're going to watch him work his magic.
Yeah, g'day, Sis. G'day, Kerry in the background doing pushing whatever you're pushing.
Fan club in the background.
Well, tonight when I was invited to do this, I was wondering what I'd do, whether I'd draw some of my own stuff or work on some sort of other creation. I remember Tom Tung talking about how he liked to explore other artists and how they worked and that sort of thing. Like he'd draw use them as inspiration or whatever. So today I thought I might have a look at Jack Kirby and draw from his art and just see if I can explore what he's thinking about and how he's done his drawing and set out his panels for his comics.
Very cool.
That's what I'll do, and we'll just see how we go. This is my camera in front of me, so I'm going to get rid of I'm going to get out of this and go to the table shot. You'll see my paper in a second.
Awesome. Well, even Doug's excited. He's meowing in the background when you said that.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry about the light. My normal light went cactus on me, so I've got 3 lights above me that are not really quite strong enough. I've ruled up a page. Now you can see those faint lines. It's in blue.
I can see them.
I normally work in blue, but for this I'll use normal graphite. When Kirby did a lot of work, I've got this book here, which is a very good one, Jack Kirby's Pencil and Inks.
Oh, nice.
Edition. And in here they've got his pencil pages, which he photocopied before he sent them off to the inker. And then they've got the inked pages opposite. So there you got the drawing and then the inked thing. And you'll sort of note the Mike Royer is the name of the inker.
Oh, yep.
And Kirby liked him, it turns out, because he pretty much followed Kirby's pencils exactly.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about inkers aren't tracers, but Kirby wanted a tracer. So
I like that.
Yeah. So he stuck pretty much. Kirby used to get a bit upset if they didn't do exactly how he did it, if you left something out or whatever. So anyway, and this is an artisan edition, which is not one of the editions where it is full size copies, but I've got I know when Kirby was working with DC, he was working at basically A3 size. So,
oh, wow.
That means, which is basically the size that I work at when I'm doing work, I work at.
Oh, of course, yes. So the details, yes.
Yeah, I've got one of this book here, which is Kirby's. This is Kirby's New Gods, and this is the artist edition.
Yeah, that's huge.
And that is the size of pretty much an A3 sheet, which is what he was working on, and it's what I work on.
So you'd see the actual size he was working on. That's really cool.
Yeah. So I got pretty much a good idea that he's working at the same size that I work at. So I've ruled up a page. This is pretty much the size I work at. This is my dimensions when I rule up a page. This would be the bottom tier. This is only an A4 piece of paper, but these panels here are at the size that I would normally work at, and they would correspond with what he has worked at on his pages. Okay.
Oh, yeah, cool.
This panel here would be the size of this drawing over here. Same with this. Okay, so
come prepared. I love it.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pencil these two panels if I try and get them penciled now. Okay. I'll just copy them and see how we go. And we can talk about Kirby while I'm doing it.
Awesome, because I don't know an awful lot about him.
No, yeah, well, it's new. He's pretty new to me too, because I didn't know a lot until a year or two ago. I started to get an interest in his work, and I can see what people see in it now. Before, I probably wasn't too sure. Well, I'm just marking roughly where halfway is. So we get. I'm not ruling it. Just
I don't
using
know if you can see the screen, but you've got a aloha from Nick May.
G'day, Nick. How are you, mate? Yeah.
And a hello from Kerry.
Kerry, how are you?
She's cheering you on in the chat and out here in the voice.
Right. So I'll just rough this in, get it so that I get it in the panel.
Yep.
Making sure. This is where you got to talk, sis.
That's where I've got to talk. Oh no, the pressure's on.
No, I see. I'll try and talk while I'm drawing, but
no, it's okay. It's okay. Well, there's not much I can talk about Jack Kirby because there's not an awful lot I know about the man. I came into comics well after those days, and I think when I first saw Jack Kirby, I was not a fan.
Yeah,
I must admit, I wasn't a fan. But the more I see his work, and the more I see you guys work, and I get a more appreciation for the art as a less of a viewer and more of a seeing how things are done. I can't think of the word for that, but I'm appreciating it more. Like I'm looking at that book that you've got there, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. So either I saw art of his that I just wasn't for me, and I'm seeing art that I like now, but I've seen other art where I've gone, hang on, this is really cool. Why is it that I didn't like him to start with? So I don't know. I don't know, but he's growing on me.
Yeah, I think that's what he tends to do with a lot of artists, people, readers, and that I'm not sure what they're looking at initially, and then they start to see the nuances of his style and everything, and just see how good he is. And when you consider his outlay and everything, I think a thing I'd noticed about his work that really has interested me is his the way he suggests things, the way he draws. He's famous for not getting musculature correct and anatomy wrong and all this sort of stuff, but you don't need to get it right. Obviously, he's proven he can draw something which is anatomically impossible, but he makes it look possible, and that's all you need in comics. You just got to be
exactly and make it look cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's
Facebook user says legend.
Jack Kirby is, of course.
I'm sure he's talking about both of yous.
Well, I don't know about that one next to Kirby, but thank you very much. Right now, if anyone's ever doing anything like this, I find quite often when you get, it's not necessary to be exact. Just get a general positioning of some things, the strokes looking sort of similar, and you'll get away with it. If you're going to do a copy of any artist's work, unless you're doing someone like Alex Ross or something who are photogenic, they do work which is like photorealistic. That's when you've got to be exactly right. But when you're working off this sort of from this sort of subject matter, it just doesn't have to be exact.
No. Well, I mean, this is also, from my understanding anyway, a really great way to learn how to improve your drawing skills as well. Is that right?
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of people that I've spoken to, well, they say Chris Pitcairn on the last show, he said, have a look at who you admire and copy them, or see how they do things and emulate them. And then when you do that, after a while, your own sort of style and that will start to come out, and see how they draw hands. Like you saw how easily he drew the hand and that.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier, and he was talking about his favorite artist at the moment or something was a Japanese fella.
Yep. Don't ask me, just repeat the name.
Yeah. Well, a lot of those Japanese artists are very good. Yeah. So normally if I was probably going to copy this, I'd turn this around and turn the subject matter around so that, you can't see what I'm drawing, can you?
That's okay. We just need to see what you're drawing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd normally draw it so a line's more up and down so I can see how it would normally look. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still doing a great job, Dave.
No.
We got a hello, Dave, from Ben Sullivan.
Oh, g'day, Ben.
Ben's becoming quite the fan of these types of shows, I'm noticing.
Yeah. Well, Ben's another one who can draw great hands and stuff. He just does it like breathing for him. It's still something I have to struggle through. It depends. Certain ones at certain angles I can get easily, but then there's other angles that are much more challenging, and I have to spend a bit of time on. But yeah, Ben can really knock them out very quickly and easily.
Practice, people. It's all about practice.
Yeah, that's right. Practice.
On your day from a Facebook user.
Thank you very much.
See, I just get enthralled watching you guys draw. So I'm probably the worst host for these shows.
That's all right. If I can keep gibbering on, between the two of us, you'll be able to fill in the blanks, mate, between the two of us.
Well, it is a live stream about drawing, so we don't necessarily need to have a voice all the time.
Yeah.
You have the voice there in your fingers, pushing out the lead.
Very poetic of you, mate. How did you come up with that?
I don't know. Maybe there's something in my coffee. I don't know.
Now, this character I'm drawing is a gargoyle.
Cool.
He's from what is it? The Demon issue 1. The Demon issue 1. The story is what's his name? I can't remember the name. Someone Blood, I think. I think the character's name is a human, and he sort of gets a bit lost, and he enters this portal, or he's,
Okay.
and he's just meets these gargoyles as he's in this crypt sort of area. This is before he converts into the demon.
Ah.
I haven't got the comic, The Demon, but I wouldn't mind reading it actually.
Oh, look at that. We're getting information. Good old Nick May. Jason Blood.
Right. Good on you, Nick. Thanks, mate. Yeah, Jason Blood. What did I say? Did I say Blood, or did I say something else?
You just said Blood. You couldn't
All
remember the first name, so you're
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, down here it's a real tangle of lines with his mouth, but I'm not going to worry too much about getting it exact. I'm not, if it's not exactly how Mr. Kirby's drawn it, I'm not going to lose any sleep. Just get the rough idea of it.
I was going to say, on the side of the creature's face there, it's funny how you can just see that that's Jack Kirby,
right,
that you're trying to do. Yeah, just the way the lines are. That's how I recognize his style.
Yeah, right. Yep, that's right. And that's basically what I'm trying to do. Is you'll notice he sort of has thin line and then a thick line and then thin line and now another thick line like that, another bit of thin and then thick again like that. You see that? As I drew that?
Maybe I need to get a book like this so I can see his pencils.
Well, I'm working off the inks, but as I said, his inks had to be like his pencils. They're pretty much trait, and that's what we're doing. So when he did his pencils, he did them pretty tight. That's how he wanted them inked. This was in his DC days, so I don't know if it was different when he was working for Marvel.
I think I've only seen the Marvel stuff, and those lines are very distinct to me.
Right.
The way he drew the details around stuff. I mean, I'm not great at this, and someone who's like doing this would probably fool me into thinking it was actually him, because I'm not that great at spotting it. And we've got a g'day, mate. Oh, g'day, Cobbers.
Hey, good on you,
Cobbers.
Good on you, Cobber. Good on you, mate. Goodness. See, I'm getting lost in here because there's a lot of this sort of stuff, but I'm not worrying too much about it. There's no need to cry over it. That just gives you the gist of how it works. And that's his thin and thick lines again. These, these are shadows underneath the chin of the gargoyle.
Very intricate.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what this is referring to, what we were saying earlier, or unless his inker erased bits he didn't want to finish. I'm guessing that's just what he said.
That was one of the other inkers. What was his name? Coletta. Was it Coletta?
Oh, did he used to do that?
Coletta used to only ink. He used to. Apparently, he was the man to go to if you're in a hurry, because he'd only ink the bare essentials and rub out everything else. All the backgrounds and stuff got rubbed out.
Oh no!
Yeah. So he was great for getting stuff done quickly, but he rubbed out a lot of the artwork. I think that's how the story was with that fella.
Wow.
And there's stuff about how.
So did they used to ink over the actual pencils?
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's why this book I've got is they're photocopies that Jack Kirby actually took. He had a photocopy machine in his house that he photocopied his originals before he sent it to the inker. Mm. Yeah, I've actually started reading a lot more of Jack Kirby stuff, and he wrote. I liked some of his stories he wrote too. He wrote some good stories. He wasn't just a great artist; he could write as well. Very
Oh,
well.
it's awesome. See, my instinct was to say something then that would have been very controversial, so I won't. And I shouldn't have said that either.
Say it, mate.
The controversy with how Stanley used to write.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much Jack Kirby had to have a good writing skills.
He had amazing imagination, Jack Kirby. Just the stuff he'd come up with.
Mm. Yeah, he had a very distinct style, that's for sure.
Mm.
In my understanding, he could pump out pages like nobody else.
Yeah, that's right. 3 or 4 a day, or might have been more. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think that was just penciling. He wasn't inking them as well, so it's penciling. But still, 3 or 4 days.
Oh, still, that's pretty impressive, even for just pencils.
Yeah, that's right. Especially when he draws them so tightly. He draws them very tight.
Even with tracing paper, it'd probably take me a day to draw one of his pages.
Yeah, I've just realised I've missed a bit out here, so it must be.
That's okay. It's your interpretation.
Yeah, it comes down here, and there, and there, something like that, and then it comes back here, like that, and that's there. Shade that in.
That's really cool. I was going to say, with your lack of light and everything, it's still very visible, so you don't have to stress
That's
about
good.
that, at least.
No, that's good, yeah. All right, that's just about that. And the nose.
My introduction to the show didn't work because you're not doing your homework.
What's that?
Oh, I said this was you doing your homework because last time we discussed it, you were going to do some pages of your own stuff.
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining. It's just now it makes no sense if someone reads it. Unless your homework is to try to emulate Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby. That's right. Now this here, I'm just going to turn it. I can turn it like that. Yep, that's good. I just want to put some lines in here like that. It's easier to pull them towards me.
Spedgy's just asked, what are you working on? So obviously he's coming late. I don't know. That's Betsy.
This is, what did I say? It was the Demon.
Demon, yep.
From Jack Kirby. Just exploring Kirby's line work, Spedsy. What he's done there. You'll notice, I've noticed that he tends to do thick lines followed by thin lines. Like this is a thick line he's got here, and then he's got a thin line going up there like that. Same here, thick and thin as he goes up. And it goes up there. This is just a thick line on its own. Another dash there with a little thin line. Yeah, thick line there, thin, and another there. So this is the panel border.
Yep.
Uh,
You
these
don't
two,
just see those.
right? Yeah. Where's my ruler? No, I'll have to do.
Now that you pointed out, I can see it better. It could be my screen, so yeah.
No, it's pale. I was going to do the whole thing in blue line, but I knew it would be too pale. So this is his panel.
Straight lines without a ruler. Now who's showing off?
Right, so that's that, and then
Oh, we've got a lot of D's here. Dave Dies the Demon Delightful by Quick Nick.
Ah, go quick. Right.
That looks awesome.
It's got some speed lines here because the gargoyle has just turned his head as Jason Blood has entered the room that he's in. Now, this is a hard one to do. It's a U as he's turned. When I draw these myself, I always have trouble with that one. That's a hard one to do that.
Yeah. I guess it'd be easy to make it look not like what it's meant to be. This has inspired me to do something similar, Dave.
Is it? Oh,
I might grab some work that I like and try to give it a go at giving it a good copy.
Yeah, do it, mate. It's you know, at the end of it, you've got a nice bit of art, and you've also hopefully learned a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I used to do that when I was younger. I used to copy Jim Lee a lot.
Oh yeah.
Trying to think where I've got a picture of something that I did like that. No, nowhere in my portal. Probably hidden away. I did one of what's his name again? Wilts.
Will's Pistachio, or what is it? Will's Pistachio. I've heard that name.
Yeah, that might be him. From he's the guy who did X Factor for a while. Not in the beginning, but around the time that Cable or Nathan was born, and the Goblin Queen and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay. Right.
No, I can't remember his name. I've got it in the tip of my tongue though. And we've got Reggie from the Philippines is saying hello.
G'day,
hello, Reggie.
How are you, mate? One of your workmates, is it?
Sorry, what was that, Dave?
One of your workmates?
Yes, it's one of my workmates, actually.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, Reggie's helps me build websites.
Ah, good.
And yes, thank you for that, Spedsy. Very helpful.
Okay, now pronounce that one.
I won't be pronouncing that one. I'll put it up for others to pronounce for themselves. Oh, dear.
Now, here you can see which one I'm drawing. Now, I'm drawing this panel here.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And what this has got, there's this is Jason Blood here, and he's got his hands out, and the two gargoyles are coming towards him. There's one over here. It's a bit hard to see. And there's one here. And he's got his back towards us. He's looking at them.
Yep.
So see how he's placed, Kirby's placed. I don't know if you can see it. In mine, you can see how just the top of his head, you can see there, and his shoulders are hunched. And he's flipped his arms out. So that's
it's very clear the position he's in, yeah.
Yeah, that's how Kirby's made the pose work, that he's leaning forward because his head's down that way.
Oh, I suppose he's at it again. I have to roll. We'll watch the replay, but make sure you talk about me.
Who's that?
as in
Spedsy. How's that? Right,
Yeah, it's different when you can see the page you're working from now.
Yeah. Although it's not too clear, but you know,
Not overly clear, but it's a different experience to watch you now.
So, when I notice when they the Marvel, they have this bottom part of the leg sort of splaying outwards in certain positions, and it's something that I wouldn't normally do myself, but it works really well to imply the movement, I think, of the character.
Makes sense. Give a sort of like you're moving your weight. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's splaying outwards there. See, yeah. When you copy in like this, and it's the same as if you're drawing like a bowl of fruit or anything like that. You got to sort of continually cross-reference things. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get his head over just past his elbow, so above his forearm, and his eyes have got to be above the headline there. So line of the head's across there. So his eyes are there. I said here's where his head should be. So his head should be around there. That should be about where his head is. His hips are up there. And that comes in just about his shoulder there. So that's
good,
even
Dave.
If you're drawing a portrait of someone, or you're copying or doing whatever you're drawing, if you're trying to get it close to accurate, you've got to continually align things with other things that'll help you get your proportions and everything right. But it's a bit like the other, when I was drawing the other thing as well. Don't get too hung up on it too much. You can still get a reasonable representation if it's not 100% correct.
Agreed. Because this would be like an exercise in learning as much as anything else. So, it's getting exact would not be the main goal.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to create forgery.
Yeah.
Sell on the black market, then you'd be failing. You'd be failing. But unless you're doing that, I think you're fine.
Yeah, right. I think that's the attitude, mate. He's got a horn there in the middle. Two big ears sticking up there. You probably can't see it. So it goes up just above his.
So you're drawing it at a different size than the original. That would stuff me up.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's right.
Which is why you keep looking at proportions and where things line up and all that sort of stuff, because you're doing it at a different size.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yes, this has inspired me. I think Saturday's show for me, I'll be doing something similar on the iPad.
All right.
I'll find some art from an artist that I really like, and that looks fairly easy to draw.
Jim Lee.
And give it a go.
Do a Jim Lee, mate.
Yeah, Jim Lee, maybe. I don't know. I really enjoyed that picture of Cyclops that I did. I wish it was somewhere handy.
You lost it, have you?
It's somewhere here, but not in the portal. Somewhere in the room. I can't dig around for it during the show, so yeah, I don't know.
He's got that thick and thin stuff happening there too. This is a thin
Oh
line,
yeah,
thick, and then it goes.
it
to
works
thin.
really well when you see it done.
Yes, yeah.
So just to put Nick May on the spot, when are you going to do one of these shows with me? Hey, I don't know if you heard Kerry. Then she said there's a free spot at 1:30 on Saturday. I don't think so.
Is that your time?
That's my time. That's amateur hour.
Oh, you got
This
the
is
axe
amateur
already,
hour.
mate. You got the axe already, gee. Pretty.
I got the axe already, and it's time for the superior works of Nick May.
I watched you. I saw your Superman the other day. I thought it was quite good, mate.
Oh, thank you. Not bad from memory.
Yeah.
Nick May says, "I can't hear you. I'm going through a tunnel."
Yeah, right. Bad lost reception. He's
Sounds
hiding
about
under
right.
the blankets. He's hiding under the blankets. He's at home. How are we going for time, mate? We got time?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of time.
Oh,
There's no restrictions on you tonight.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that I know of. If there is, I haven't been told.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been told about the next show, if there is a next show.
No, you can keep track of it, mate. You keep them very busy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the YouTube channel busy, so get more material people want to see. And I don't know if other people are into this, but I love watching you guys draw. So this is just a really cool excuse for me to get you guys to draw more on camera, so I can see it. So this is more a personal indulgence, and hopefully it helps the YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm really enjoying watching you do this, just as I did with Chris. And we've got not this week, but next week we've got Dushan doing it as well. I haven't asked him yet if he's going to do it traditional or digital, so I'm curious about that actually.
Yep.
He's just popping in on a Tuesday. Now we've got Tom, of course, who's every Tuesday.
Yep.
And I'm going to forget someone. I shouldn't have started. And then, of course, you got the shows like Drink and Draw coming back this week. Woo!
Yeah, that's right.
See, and I couldn't wait till then to see you draw, Dave, so I convinced you to do a show today. So waiting till Friday. Oh, I can't wait till Friday. I want to see Dave now.
No, I hope I'm not letting you down.
Not at all. Not even close.
Rosanna does a nice.
Rosanna, yes, thank you.
She did Daredevil the other day. It was very good, wasn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good. And she colors and draws so quickly.
Yeah.
But then again, so did Chris just then.
Oh, yeah, Chris.
Just flew through it like it was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tuned in as he'd done I didn't see him do the pencil sketch, but I saw he just started inking.
I did the penciling off camera.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went straight into inks once we started the show.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which is what Rosanna does as well. She does the pencils before the show. I think an hour isn't enough time to do both, I think.
Yeah. Well, and colour as well, so, yeah.
Yeah, and colour as well, yeah.
Yeah. I think Kirby might have put his feet further apart than I've done. I'm not sure if I've got which makes it more dynamic, having it further apart. So
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Looks like you've gone about the same distance as the original picture, but yours is bigger. I can't quite tell though.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I think it should be a little bit wider. But anyway, it is
This
what
is
it is.
digital. You could grab that and twist that and twist that and twist that, but it's not. So we'll just have to find it.
Yeah.
If you weren't on a show, would you normally erase it and do it again?
What would I do?
Or would you just live with it?
Yeah, it's simple. If I really wanted to give it that, yeah, I would. Yeah. I've actually rubbed out whole panels and that before that I've just about finished and just said, nah, that's just not going to work. I've got to redo that because it looks like rubbish. So I might have drawn the whole panel.
You artists so hard on yourselves.
Yeah, but it's, you just got to, I don't know, if you're not happy with it, you're not happy. Quite often I won't do that, but if it's just not going to, you've got a better idea for what'll work better or look better. You think, oh, now better to do it now while I'm penciling than worry about it when I'm inking.
That makes total sense. A little harder then to rub it out.
That's right.
Looking good. Yeah, see, I'm lucky, because everything I do is crap, so I can just get used to it. And it's all just like, oh, look at that, the whole thing. Well, no reason to rub it out because I'm not going to do it better a second time anyway. So just keep on going.
Now, who's hard on themselves?
I think I was kind of in my name of the show. I said shoddy sketches rather than crap or something like that.
No.
I was a little bit kinder on myself. Yeah, as I practice, I might change the name of the show
as
I get more skills
of artwork.
I don't think I'll live that long, but thank you.
Drawn by the master.
Yeah, that one looks tricky.
Yeah, he's a bit more hunched over, this one.
I'm blending in with the other figure a lot more.
Yeah. I noticed some of these pictures in this book, without the colour, it's quite hard to make out. There's no colour in it, so you've got to really look at the image to see what's going on. So the colour really helps.
Really helps, yeah.
The drawing in some of them, because there's so much going on. Like it was a fight scene with people, about 8, maybe more figures in it.
Oh, so, that'd be a bit of a mess of black lines.
Yeah. So it's not a easy thing to do.
So Nick, you out of that tunnel yet? I got something to tell you.
He's too scared to pull his head out.
We need a live show of how to draw Converse shoes on any character.
Next the man.
It's a really long tunnel.
Have they made that tunnel between Melbourne and Hobart, have they, Launceston? Yeah, these are, you've got some ears going up there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting enthralled in the drawing again.
That's all right. Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, I can't quite see the original, so I'm going totally by what you're drawing.
It's pretty small, so I can get away with anything, really. I could draw anything and get away
Wouldn't
with
know.
it.
You're like, oh, wow, that's amazing. It's like exactly the same. It's like a photocopy.
Yeah, an interesting.
Nick reckons the tunnel's longer than that.
Going to Antarctica.
So Friday, he'll still won't be able to hear me. He'll still be in that damn tunnel.
I messed up there a little bit, but we'll bring that in there. There's a hand here. It's a thumb. Around here is his index
finger. Have to totally believe you.
Another finger. Another finger. No, last finger's coming around.
Actually, that's probably a good reason to do this sort of thing, is to watch how other people draw hands.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing.
That's a way to teach me.
With a lot of stuff, mate, really, you can just fudge it. You know, you just indicate things and don't try and get too much detail into it, and you'll get the end result without too much bother. If you can just resist the temptation to put in too much detail.
Oh, yeah.
That can be the thing that can upset the apple cart.
He says while drawing a picture with a lot of detail.
I've lost a little bit there. Down here, I've lost a little bit, but
oh, yeah,
that's a bit off from the original. It doesn't
Ben
matter.
Sullivan's thrown in a comment. This is excellent work, Dave. Great to watch. You'd make a good art teacher, I reckon.
Thanks, Ben. I think you might make a better one. Actually, Ben, while you're listening, mate, I must say that sometimes I've gone into when I've had a bit of trouble drawing a pretty girl or something like that, I've gone to retro sci-fi or decay and look to see how you handle the smile or the eyes or something like that. So you've been teaching me, mate.
Look at that, eh?
Because you can do pretty girls like no one's business. You can draw anything like no one's business.
You're going to make Ben blush.
Good.
He's like, no way. Thank you, Dave. Very kind.
Yeah, he's very humble, modest bloke, that fella. You want that hand down here. And down near his knee and down to that boot there. So we've got to extend.
Maybe that's what I should do, Dave.
Here. What's that?
Maybe on Saturday I should get one of your comics. Trying to do some Dave Dye.
No, I think draw. You know, if you are keen on Jim Lee, you know, if he's your
he was when I was younger. I think my tastes have changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still don't get me wrong, I still love his work.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't have the same appeal that it used to have. Like as it has the same appeal, but it doesn't make me like fall down on the ground going, "Oh my god, this is so amazing."
Yeah.
It just makes me go, "Oh wow, this is really cool." That's the limit of it now.
Yeah, you know, over the years, I've had so many artists that have inspired me, but you know, I don't go back to them so much now, and you know, that was good then, and they helped me keep drawing and got me through certain things, learning how to draw and that. But yeah, move on. It's no worries about doing that.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still do love Jim Lee art, but there's just something about a lot of other artists I've seen since that I just feel like, wow. My tastes have changed. A lot of local artists, for that matter.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
Thanks, mate.
And just to make him blush a little bit more, and like Ben Sullivan.
Yeah, all right. Now that wing's got to come down in front of that.
I'll have to remember that tip. If I want to draw pretty girls, grab some Ben Sullivan art.
Yeah. Yep. Well, or Chris Pitcairn, that aerial mermaid he drew tonight, beautiful.
Oh yeah, very nice. Yes. If only I had the skills to mash people together, but all you'd end up with is a mess. Not a problem, Ben. Not a problem. Ben, one of the few people who still calls me Shane.
Yeah, right. Who's he talking about? Oh, you? Oh,
yeah,
right.
Shane. Who's Shane?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Shane. Who's he?
Forgot.
It's funny. It's funny. Just a little story here. I used to have the nickname Irish when I was in high school. Not high school.
Yeah.
At university.
Yeah.
And there was a party being held, and my girlfriend at the time said to the person who was holding the party, "Yeah, I'll bring Shane." And the person holding the party said, "Yeah, but make sure you bring Irish as well." Because I had no idea they were the same person.
Looking at the same. Now, just here what I've drawn here, you'll see what Kirby's done is he's got this wing coming in front of the leg, and he's left the tip of the wing white, and then he's put the shadow on the leg at the back, and that's what brings that wing forward by doing that. And then he's put a shadow on the ground here, which brings this hand forward and puts the actual gargoyle on the ground. Like having that shadow.
Okay.
That shadow puts him on the ground. You know he's not flying because there's a shadow right at his feet. It's got another foot coming through here. My pencil's a bit blunt at the moment.
That wasn't just me.
What's that?
I thought it was my eyes because I'm not wearing my glasses.
So this is just a HB pencil on Bristol board.
Oh, yeah.
On Bristol paper. I think it's, I can't remember,
What did I used to draw on?
Can't remember what weight it is. And page number 22. Don't forget the page number.
Nice one, Dave. Page number is very important, everyone. If you want Dave to like your comic, you got to have page numbers.
All it takes.
It's all it takes.
There's still a few little bits of detail here that I haven't got on, just thin lines. But that's this arm needs some shadow. See, there's an arm coming down here.
Yep.
And
but it's all shadow on that one.
Yeah, we put shadow on it, and that'll push it back behind Jason then.
Mm-hmm.
That brings Jason forward. So he's coming forward now.
Yep. Ben called me Sidrus. That's funny.
Sidrus.
Just Sizzle do. Ben, Sizzle do. Or Sizzle.
Mr. Sizzle?
Sir Sizzle. There you go.
That's pretty much
looking
it.
great.
Yeah. That's another shadow that helps bring Jason forward and pushes the guy.
Yes, of course.
All these shadows do that. So there's a lot of detail that I'd probably put in that when I inked it, if I was to ink it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we might just leave it at that, but that's basically the two. That
looks amazing.
Two images.
That's really cool, Dave. I'm inspired.
Oh, that's about an hour too. Yeah. So yeah, well, maybe next week I could ink it or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, what do you reckon, Sis?
I reckon that's awesome, and we're almost on the spot for the hour, so that's perfect.
Yeah. Let me come back to looking at you. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, that's well, hopefully people enjoyed watching that and
yep,
get something out of it. I enjoyed drawing it. It was fun. It's good to do that. Thanks, Nick. Good on you, mate. And so yeah,
that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, what next week?
Next week, yeah. If you're up for next week, I'm up for next week.
Yeah. At this stage, it should be all right to do the same time.
Yep, same time, my friend.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for giving me a chance.
And, thank you for sharing your skills and knowledge.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have better light in the next. Hopefully have a better light set up.
It still worked good.
Still worked all right? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you could see it fine.
Yeah. Good on you.
Well, for everyone watching, if you could hit that like button and like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. That helps us make more content so you can see more wonderful things like Dave Dye Draw. And so thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Dave. And I will play my silly little voiceover video as we go for the night. Thanks, Dave.
Right.
Thanks, everyone.
Like, share, and subscribe.